The bus there, right? You saw that. And right as I get off the bus, this is happening. Literally as I get off, right at the stop I got off. So they had one go down there, and see here. And keep in mind, the job of our paramedics is to help people who are in dire need, who are sick, right? Look at this nonsense. If you believe this is real, you're really slow. See that? You see that? So now I just got off the bus. Literally right at the stop as I got off, that happened. You saw that there, right? So that was, again, I predicted that would happen because I uploaded a video yesterday showing how the police had pointlessly stopped me while I was coming home. They stopped me for no reason whatsoever, just to send a message yesterday. I uploaded that, and what happens? Right there. So I just want to get this on camera. This is right by the area where I'm working. You can see they've set up something fake over here. The fraud police and the fraud paramedics staging something. It's done just because it's near where I'm working, so that I'll see it while I'm at work. They're not attending to anything legitimate here. This area is usually completely quiet, and now they've taken to doing these things outside of where I'm working. I showed that they did this at a previous building where I was working as well, and now they've taken to staging events and doing these things outside of the place where I'm working. So you can see them there, right? This is all set up. This is illegitimate. It's fake, and it's to send a threatening message to me. I recently uploaded more footage of the police. You can see the fraud fire department people over there, the Freemasons over there, pretending that they have something to deal with on that. It's done also. Another reason why it's done is to get me to film these things while I'm at work, so that they make up lies and try and mess with my job. So that's why it's done. You'll see them right there setting up something completely fake and staged right near my workplace. And you can do that with no problem if you're in these organizations, because they just lie, say they have a fake call, and send them down there. And this is because they have a huge number of extremely corrupt people within these organizations that enable these activities. So I've shown this time and time again. They were doing the same thing in Toronto. It's extremely quiet here normally, but they want you to believe there's some big emergency here right by where I'm working tonight. So we'll get this online and continue to show. Earlier they were driving around turning on sirens right when they arrived at where I'm working, then turning them off as soon as they passed. Now, if they had something legitimate to deal with, they would keep the siren on when they were going to whatever they supposedly had to deal with, but they don't do that. So again, all staged, and like a lot of the time, these people don't do legitimate work, and it's because I am targeted and on a watch list. And they won't admit to any of these things. It's all done through deception and lies. But this is where their financial resources are going to doing these things to people in Canada. And again, it's not legitimate. I've seen this hundreds and hundreds of times before. At the place where I used to work, they would do it all the time, and they have people who work in coordination with them enable these activities. That's why they're so brazen about it. They have people who work in coordination with them, so that usually if you film it or whatever, see, now they got people coming over here, but usually if you film it or anything like that, if I was closer, they'd have somebody come up to me and start sort of trying to intimidate and things like that, because there are huge members of the population who help them to do these things to people. So again, this is completely illegitimate. They set this up to send a message to me while I'm at work. And I've shown them doing this at my workplace numerous times. When I first moved to this area, they were parking cars literally every night outside of where I was working, turning on sirens just as they went past, then turning them off. So here we go again.